Hey guys, it's Mr. B and welcome back to the Mr. B Reads series. This is the series where I read you some of my favourite picture books, funny voices and all. Today we're going to be reading a Julia Donaldson story all about scarecrows. And it's called The Scarecrows Wedding. So, let's get started, shall we? The Scarecrows Wedding by Julia Donaldson and illustrated by Axel Scheffler. Betty O'Burley and Harry O'E were scarecrows. They scared lots of crows every day. Harry loved Betty and Betty loved Harry. So Harry said, "Betty, my beauty, let's marry. Let's have a wedding, the best wedding yet. The wedding that no one will ever forget." Betty agreed, so they hugged and they kissed. Then Betty said, "Oh, Harry, my dear, let's make a list." "Just as you say," answered Harry O'E. So they wrote down things they would need on the day. A dress of white feathers, a necklace of shells, lots of pink flowers, 2 rings and some bells. Then Harry gave Betty O'Burley his arm and the scarecrow set off on a hunt round the farm. They hadn't gone far when they spotted some geese. "Oh, geese, if you'll give us a feather apiece, you can come to our wedding. The best wedding yet. The wedding that no one will ever forget." "Meow," honked the geese, and each gave a feather. A spider friend offered to sew them together. "Hooray!" cried the scarecrows. They hugged and they kissed, and they hurried back home and crossed dress off their list. Then Harry gave Betty his arm, and they set off once more on the hunt round the farm. They hadn't gone far when they saw some cows gathered round, and the bells round their necks made a wonderful sound. Ring-a-ding, ring-a-ding, ring-a-ding. "Oh, cows, will you please come and make your bells ring for our wonderful wedding, the best wedding yet, the wedding that no one will ever forget." "Moo, yes," mooed the cows. "We can tinkle our bells." Then a crab scuttled up with a necklace of shells. Some mice found 2 rings in a bin. They were certain the rings had belonged to an old farmhouse curtain. "Hooray!" cried the scarecrows. They hugged and they kissed. "Pink flowers are the only things left on our list." Then Harry said, "Oh, Betty, my dear, I can find those. Why don't I pick some while you have a doze?" "Bzz, pink flowers, bzz, pink flowers," buzzed a big stripy bee. "I can find you pink flowers. Follow me." So the bee led the way, then they travelled for hours, till they came to a field full of pretty pink flowers. Harry stood thinking, "I won't pick 'em yet. I'll need to find water to keep their stalks wet." "Just follow me," croaked a lumpy old toad. "There's a lovely wet pool by the side of this road." They climbed up the road, and it was terribly steep. "I'm tired," said the toad, so they stopped for a sleep. Early next morning, they came to a pool. "This water," said Harry, "is beautifully cool, but now I need something to carry it in. A jug or a vase or a cup or a tin." "I think I can help," said a small squirrely snail. "I can show you the way to a very fine pail." So the snail and the scarecrow set off on their way. But the snail was so slow, it took them more than a day. Betty was worried. What's happened to Harry? Where's the scarecrow I'm planning to marry? The farmer came by with a frown on his face. And he made a new scarecrow to take Harry's place. Good day, said the scarecrow. I'm Reginald Rake. He took Betty's arm and he gave it a shake. Together, he told her, we make a fine pair. You're really quite pretty, well, apart from your hair. Then he jumped in the tractor and he told her, hop in, I'm a really fast driver. Let's go for a spin. But Betty said no. I must wait here for Harry. He is the scarecrow I'm going to marry. We're planning our wedding, the best wedding yet. The wedding that no one will ever forget. Reginald laughed. You'll be waiting forever. Forget Harry. I bet he's not even that clever. I must be the cleverest scarecrow alive. I can sing lots of songs, I can dance, and I can drive. I'm dashing, I'm daring, I'm as cool as can be. I can even blow smoke rings. Just watch me and see. And he took out a big fat cigar from a packet the farmer had foolishly left in his jacket. But smoking is bad for you, Betty exclaimed. Really, you ought to feel ashamed. Ah, don't be a fussbot, said Reginald Rake. My smoke rings are staggering, make no mistake. And he struck up a light, and he tried hard to smoke, but straight away he started to sputter and choke. What happened next was completely unplanned. The lighted cigar tumbled out of his hand. It fell to the ground and it started a fire. Betty screamed, "Help!" as the flames flickered higher. But Reginald Rake said, "Oh, I'd better be off." And he bounded away with a terrible cough. Then suddenly, who should appear on the farm but Harry O'Hay with a pail on his arm. "Betty!" cried Harry, "my own future wife!" He poured on the water and saved Betty's life. Then they picked up the flowers, they hugged and they kissed. And they said, "Now that's everything crossed off our list." So Betty O'Barley and Harry O'Hay wed one another the very next day. And everyone, even the snail, who was late, said, "Don't they look happy? Don't they look great?" This, they agreed, as they sprinkled confetti on Harry O'Hay and his beautiful Betty, is the best wedding ever, the best wedding yet. The wedding that no one will ever forget. The end. Hi guys, and thank you for watching and listening to my rendition of Scarecrows Wedding. Please support the official release and tune in for our next story soon. Take care.